What we down to?
No.
What we now down to? Like 2 appearances?
We're not live.
What do you mean we're not live?
You hit live and then it cut out. There you go.
How many appearances we got left? 2?
I think 2 or 3. 3? Is he going to be at Survivor Series?
The rumor is that he is. It's covered in all the news stories today, but
yeah, because we got Raw.
Another story.
We got next week's Raw, and then we got Survivor Series, and then the last match.
Yeah.
So 3 more dates left. So people need to cash in some money in the bank to get this title with Romo. He's going to retire with the belt thrown in the dumpster. That's why he should have never won it. He wanted to throw it in the dumpster the whole time.
I think the vertical mode has taken over this show, by the way.
Oh, what? So we're vertical only? Guys,
no, we should be in both.
Forgive us. Oh. I don't know.
So, welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. He is
the obviously black Marcus the Grand Finale.
How are you doing today, Marcus?
I'm good. Yeah, so we are in vertical mode on YouTube right now. I just went to go check it out, and we don't even have a thumbnail, so it's all fucked up.
Yeah, the show's messed up today. We'll fix it. We may fix this in post. Oh no, Marcus, this is even worse.
Yeah, it's all
no. So if you go on the main stream, if you go on the main page where it says home on the sharpshooters, we're running 2 streams at once.
Ah! Son of a bitch! This is why we need producers, damn it.
Lesson learned. We're not doing vertical mode next time.
Yeah.
Clearly an experiment, people. Just an experiment.
Yeah. So StreamYard introduced something they call Mars, and we were like, oh, this would be good for if we want to edit out shorts or whatever to go vertical mode. It turned out it's a disaster.
Marcus, I'm gonna be real with you. I only put it on because it was orange and it was like glowing, and I was like, oh, let's do this.
God damn it, I told you about these shiny objects. You don't have to touch them all.
I told you, I'm like a magpie. I need this shit. All right. We have a lot to talk about today. Where do you want to begin?
I would like to start with the big news story of the weekend. Formerly known as Tegan Knox, Nixon Newell, and her partner, I can't remember her name, which is a serious issue. Which is a serious issue, a part of this.
Well, yeah, Miranda. So the story is, you've probably already heard it. Tegan, Nixon Newell, and Miranda Elise were at Dynamite last Wednesday, and they were told they're not going to be used. However, they'll do the match on Collision on the Saturday. So it comes to Saturday, and they're told you're wrestling for 3 minutes, and they were like, "No, whatever we've built, it should be longer than that." Is what they were trying to fight for, and they were like,
"Yeah,
no, it's 3 minutes." And they were like, "Okay," and then they walked out. Apparently, they were allegedly they were allowed. They were the no hard feelings. They were allowed to go.
Well, I mean, of course you're allowed to leave. They're not gonna be telling God like you're not going nowhere. He's not gonna do that. What do you mean you're allowed to leave? They walked in the door, security goes, "You're not going anywhere." Like you're allowed to leave. I'm allowed to leave my job.
Yeah.
So they come out with this, and first the story was originally they didn't want to do jobs.
Yeah.
Which is I'm assuming Tony was like, I'm not dealing with this Miro shit, especially with you two. So let me play devil's advocate a little bit, Manny, and give you my side of the story. One, there's part of me that I will agree with Tegan and what's her face. I do not know her name, and that again hurts their argument. Miranda. I keep forgetting her name. You told me 2 minutes ago her name was Miranda, and I forget it. It's like she has Carmen Petrovich disease.
But this is worse, Marcus. At least I've seen Carmen Petrovich, and I eventually will remember her name. This person, I've never seen in my life.
You line both of them up side by side, man, and you tell me which one is Carmen Petrovich, and I go, shit, you got me. But that's against their argument, because what they're suggesting is that Miranda, Tegan's partner, who has no name whatsoever, no name value, should be given more than 3 minutes or jobber treatment. But since Tegan is with her, she should be getting treated more with more time on TV. But can I add that I was playing devil's advocate, but I'm done. I can't defend this. You're telling me that these 2 people, Tegan or Nixon, who I would say has less experience in WWE than people like Logan Paul or Jelly Roll at this point on the main roster.
Jesus, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll has been featured on Monday Night Raw more than Tegan Knox, Manny. I don't have stats. I just know it's true. And you can feel it too. You can feel it. Westside Gunn has more wrestling appearances than Tegan Knox on the national stage. You're telling me
that's another news story, but if we
that's a side story. Yeah, I forgot all about that. I thought about it, but not to be rude, but they have as much name recognition in the wrestling landscape as me and you, Manny. That's me and you.
I have I'm kind of a big deal in the Eve circles as a fan. I would like to say I want to be Eve's green shirt guy or Trini man.
Let me tell you this, Manny. I believe if you were to show up at Eve and Nixon Noel were to show up at Eve, you would more likely get more recognitions than Nixon Noel.
No, don't be stupid.
That's me being harsh. I know. But what I'm trying to say is there is no name value to Nixon Noel or Tegan Knox. And the fact that she hasn't been getting booked and she hasn't kept her name out there and that she can't stay healthy and all this stuff is going on, I can see Tony Khan going like, who is a complete wrestling nerd and knows who she is, going, it's not much here. It's not much I can do here.
Well, so to build on what you just said about Tony Khan, there's a lot of reports going out there. So I think it was July this year, she put out a post or did it on Twitch saying that she's not being booked and and a lot of the talent backstage in AEW were like going to bat for her, bring her in, get some bookings. So when you pull a stunt like this, like what Neil has already said, like Tegan has a history. But nothing that makes her think that she can make demands as the way she is. There were stories on Cultaholic that came out on Cultaholic today on the news were saying similar that when Tegan made that post, a lot of other indie promotions reached out. It turns out apparently the asking price was $3,000.
Damn.
Which, if you're an independent, you probably ain't got that much money to be floating around to give to Tegan Knox. And then also, if you're an independent, most independents that run men and women's wrestling, they don't do 50-50. It's never 50-50. At most, you're probably getting one. It's like AEW at most cases, where it's one women's match, occasionally 2. When you're talking about asking for $3,000, if you're a small independent company, you ain't got that money. She's already priced herself out of the market.
Yeah.
She's already priced herself out of the market when you think that maybe one match is going to happen. So I'm going to go with someone that's cheaper and probably going to do a better job.
Yeah. So, I don't need your neighbor because if someone's going to your indie show and I'm paying $3,000, it's probably for one of the headliners that I'd be like, oh, okay, I have Matt Cardona or I'm trying to think of another top wrestler out there in the indies. I don't know why I'm blanking on all these people out there.
But I mean, if you look at a big
name, I'm going for a bigger name.
Marcus, look at her work. I think Shotzi could command $3,000.
Yeah, at this point, Shotzi probably can command $3,000. Yes.
But
she's built a name.
Yeah. So I did want to throw some stats out there.
Okay.
Nixon Newell was released around I want to say either December or January. And she was released around the same time as Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
Nixon Newell has wrestled 14 times since 14 times this year.
Yeah.
Whilst Indy Hartwell has, this is all according to Cage Match.
And don't worry, Manny's a statistician. He got it. Oh, go ahead.
How many times? 30 times since March.
Yep. Working.
Maybe it's January.
It's all right. No one's going to fact check you, Manny. You can say she wrestled 300 times.
No, it's March. It's March. Because do you know how they do the dates differently in certain places?
Yeah.
Whereas I think Shotzi, who was released later and is just working wherever she can, GCW everywhere. She's probably, I think she's down on Cage Match to 32 since she's been released. And this is also someone that called up WWE and said, "Can you reduce my non-compete so I can start working again?" I think she had a 1 month non-compete, or I had it reduced, and so she started working quite early. So I think Cody Rhodes said this in his interview when he was interviewing Kevin Owens. When he left to go to the Indies, he asked for advice from Kevin, and I think Kevin told him, don't ask for too much, leave some for the boys, so other people get booked on the show, and don't price yourself out. Tegan's priced herself out. She isn't that big of a name. Like when people are comparing this to the walkout of Mercedes and Naomi, they're fucking names. They can go out there. They can go out there and get jobs wherever they want.
Yeah, I mean that's Sasha Banks and them. They're international stars at this point who've had reality TV shows and done TV and everything. Like that's what that comes down to.
And then when you're out there in July saying that you're going to have to resort to OnlyFans because you're not getting bookings, and then you squander opportunity like this. Yes, it may have been 2 to 3 minutes, but 2 to 3 minutes can get you booked elsewhere.
Yeah, you come back. But
it's like, you can come back to AEW, but then all these other small independent companies would like to go Nixon Newell as seen on AEW.
Yeah,
as seen on WWE. Your name's out there.
Yeah, as seen on WWE, but no one's actually seeing Nixon Newell. I think that's how you say it. Newell. You know, the name. No one knows that name. If anything, if you do know that name, you know Tegan Knox more than you know Nixon Newell. I'll be honest.
And then when you bring up Miranda Elise, she's only wrestled 6 times this year. I don't know if that's caused by injury or whatnot, but she's wrestled 6 times this year, and you're going in there wanting more time and making demands. Who the fuck are you? You're not the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think is going on here? Like, you have no name recognition. You guys, not to disrespect, but they have no value whatsoever to be like, oh, this is really going to draw to my little indie promotion or whatever and stuff.
TJ have more credibility as a tag team than these two, and then these two are trying to run an angle. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. This is like Tony Khan doing a favor, helping him get on TV and recognition, and you're just throwing it back in his face. Now, I will argue 3 minutes doesn't seem that fun. In AEW, every match goes at least 5, 6, 7 minutes, maybe back and forth battles. Squash matches are rare. And I believe this would have been their second straight squash match. If I'm Tegan Knox, I'll be like, well, shit, I wrestled on NXT. I wrestled on the main roster. I'll be in the ring with Ronda Rousey, damn it. And shit like that.
But does anyone remember any of that?
No,
I only remember her for fucking up her knee multiple times. I actually only remember her for the allergic knees nonsense on this show.
Yeah, I only know her for the allergic knees, and then Ronda Rousey said, "Who is this, Skittles?" Like, that's her biggest name recognition. And I just feel like their argument would be, "Oh, let's just have a regular match to get more time." But honestly, you guys don't need it. It wasn't necessary. They're trying to establish. You're coming in to establish. I believe it was Tay Conti and Anna Jay. I can't remember what their tag team name is. It's probably Jay and Tay. Yeah, and then on the previous week they were just establishing Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford.
Yeah, and they apparently were difficult. They were apparently difficult in that match. Yeah, where Megan Bayne was visibly annoyed as she had to shoot double belly to belly belly to back suplex both of them, which was more impressive than anything, to be fair.
Yeah, and so you're coming in here, and I would give the example of who I could compare them to. It's like the Renegade twins. Going in there going, hey, we're not doing jobs here one more time. No, you have no name recognition. You go in there, you make your money, and then you try to come back another day. You take every opportunity you can get. 100%. I think this is what Taya Valkyrie was saying on Twitter as well.
Yeah, you make the most of your minute. But that's the thing. That's the thing. Like when you look at someone like Chelsea Green on the main roster on SmackDown, she wasn't getting anything, but she makes the most of whatever time she's given. If it's 2 minutes, it's the best 2 minutes Chelsea Green's going to give you. If it's a full match, Chelsea Green's going to give you the best she can do. Add a few droplets of comedy in there. That's the best example of this, of making the most of your minutes.
Yeah, this is the request. This is the situation in which, let's say, Manny, you ended up in a movie with Denzel Washington or Tom Hanks or someone out there. Their favorite, Pedro Pascal. Manny, you're in there. And you have one line. And you go and say, "Oh shit, they cut my one line." And but at the end of the day, no one gives a fuck about you. This is Pedro Pascal's movie. You're just here. We're giving you a job to do this one scene to go, "Thank you, sir. Appreciate your service," or whatever the hell you were going to do in there. This is your movie. You're not the star. You should just come in and be out.
That's like MJF in the what was it, Iron Claw? He was cut out of the movie. And he didn't make a fuss about it.
Nope. Seth was cut out of the Black Panther, the Captain America movie. Nikki Bella cut out of Happy Gilmore. And these are just movie comparisons. You don't hear this big fuss about any of this. It's because they weren't the stars of the movie. They're just in there. They're just cameos. They're there to establish and make the other people look strong. Like Cody Rhodes showed up in Naked Gun this year. I don't know if you've seen it with Liam Neeson. Cody Rhodes randomly in there. He's randomly in there. And it's just like, it was jarring when he showed up. Cody? He does a good job. But this would be Cody complaining about, hey, how come I don't have more scenes in this movie? No, you're just Cody. You're just here. You just got here.
Yeah. So Neil said Dana Eve would see that $3,000 and be like, fuck that shit too, I reckon. Yeah, £3,000, $3,000 plus you're probably doing flight and hotel maybe. That's too much. You're asking for too much.
Yeah. And as Neil brought up again, Willow started at the bottom. Everybody started at the bottom. They just showed up randomly on Dynamite. You'd be like, oh, they have a match. They get 3 minutes. They had a good showing, or they were kind of memorable. And then you know what? Tony books you more. Like it just
and then you've got Tegan crying on Twitch that she said she told us allegedly. I don't give a fuck about Twitch. That she's got 2 years left in wrestling, and then this year's nearly up, so like she's got 1, and she just wants to have fun. Nah, mate, you just buried yourself.
Yeah. I think the whole situation is ridiculous, and when I first saw it, I was like, "Wait, Tony, there's more people that don't want to be pinned, but Tony, you in the right on this one." Like at least Miro had arguments. He came out on a tank in WrestleMania. He had Rusev Day. He had the whole storyline, the cut storyline with Bobby Lashley himself. That's his career in WWE before he went to AEW. And then him going there, he can kind of see himself as a big deal. People know Rusev / Miro. And if he were to go into the show and just get 3 minutes, maybe there's some backlash on that.
So
there's some backlash but that's the situation.
And then apparently the girlfriend had a little bit more, was more vocal, retweeting all positive comments and stuff regarding the team. But like, these simps need to shut the fuck up. All right, I get being a fan, but like, none of you know who Miranda Elise is.
No,
you were brought into AEW by association. No one, I guarantee you, no one brought you in there for your actual work ethic.
Yeah, when you said Miranda Elise, I was already confused. I thought we were talking about someone else. That's how unknown she is. But I just feel like it's a ridiculous situation that they shot themselves in the foot. And I don't understand what they were thinking their value was. I think this is ego getting over anything else. And to say you had 2 years and you're trying to make this last 2 years special for yourself or whatever. Okay. To me, if it was my last year in the wrestling business, I'm not a wrestler, but if it was my last year in the wrestling business, I just want to have fun. A 3-minute match would be hella fun. I'll make the most of that 3-minute match. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to have fun. It's not about making money. You're not CM Punk. I'm not here to make friends and money. I'm here to have fun. Go have fun and do a job. Just do a job. Go in there, 3 minutes, get your ass beat, have fun.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. You want to talk about more stuff? You want to go to Ridge?
I don't really want to talk about Ridge, to be fair. Well, because he took a gamble on himself and he fucked up.
Yeah, but the whole thing, it's a bad situation, but with the GoFundMe, I think people are being harsh to him online about him not having money and them. This is a scam and all that. I'm like, this is stupid. People are stupid. I mean, it's tough financial times for everybody. And you know what? He's in a bad situation. He can't work. He made a bad decision. He put out there's a GoFundMe out there. You know what? If people want to do it, they can do it. If not, it is what it is.
Well, his mom did the GoFundMe, and now he's saying that when he's in position to earn, he's gonna donate the amount of money that was put in the GoFundMe. It's been closed now, but he's gonna donate what was put in the GoFundMe to charity. He's gonna keep the money. He's gonna keep the money for now to keep him afloat till he's able to work again.
No. Don't do that, Rich. Keep the money.
I mean, don't do it, but I get it.
Keep the money. He needs the money. Keep the money.
No. So when he's earning a wage, he's going to donate that to charity.
Oh.
So like,
when he's back on his feet.
And then obviously, I don't give 2 fucks about Ridge, so I'm not going to keep tabs on whether he did it or not.
Manny, every day. Refresh. I refreshed it 10 times. Ridge hasn't did it yet. He hasn't did it. This money's going nowhere. He scammed us all. He took it. He pocketed it all.
What about this Westside Gun thing?
Westside Gun got kicked out of WWE for some reason. No one knows why, including Westside Gun. But the thing is, he's not fucking with them no more. And I don't even know what the real story is about this. WWE is fucking done with Westside Gun. I don't know what he did. He don't know what he did, but they kicked him out the building.
Yeah.
For a Monday Night Raw in his hometown. Which I think is ridiculous. I don't know what happened. What's the rift between them? Is it a financial thing? Is it a rights thing that there's some money in the table? That I don't know what it is, but it doesn't, to me, the way the story looks doesn't sound good for WWE. Like, it just seems like they got rid of somebody that was supporting them for free. Just going out there to wrestling shows for both WWE and AEW, just for free on his own time and his own dime. Just looked like just to have a good time. Seems like a huge fan. Didn't seem like there was anything like he wanted to be featured. Then on his response, they stopped featuring him. That they feature people like Post Malone and Jelly Roll. Triple H is a racist. That's what I get with this. Kicking out random black people. He got too much money. He's showing them inspiration. They can overcome the odds. I don't know. I really don't know what the story is.
Marcus, I actually genuinely think that's part of one of the things.
What, racism?
I think so.
Possibly.
This may be a stretch.
It could be. You know what, Manny? I've had a million hunch at lunches. It's time for Manny's hunch at lunch, but I guess tea with Manny, drinking tea and Manny.
Tea time with Manny.
Tea time with Manny.
I personally think, and this is coming from a man of color, but I genuinely think there's some whites out there that would be like up in getting a bit up in the air of like, why has this man got money? Why is he in the front row? You know how expensive TKO price tickets are now. I get the feeling someone's looking down at him and going, why has he got the money to be able to sit there? I genuinely think that's what it is when they look at him and go, how he's dressed and whatnot.
His name's Westside Gun. He's promoting violence.
But you can see it, right?
Oh, Manny, absolutely see it. That's why I brought it up. I was like, I don't know the situation, and to be out there and be like, oh, it's racist reasons. I don't have real accusations, but I can feel like it's probably like that. The way the political status is in WWE right now, I'm like, yeah, it could be a thing. It could be.
I genuinely think that's the case. I think it's the case of like, this is a man of color. Why is he in the front row? Which is probably why you don't see Tourney man that often these days.
Could be, or ticket prices are too high.
I think ticket prices are too high. Which is like the other news story is John Cena's final match, which is not advertised because you don't know who his opponent's going to be yet. Not selling very well. There's lots of resale tickets on there. On ticket, if you go on the Ticketmaster and look at the map, there are lots of just open tickets to be bought, and there's bits of the arena that have been just tapered off, not available for sale because the other tickets haven't sold. It's looking bad. It's looking bad for them pricing out people to see John Cena, because John Cena appeals to families. You can't price these tickets like $1,000.
I can't take all my kids and their friends to this show to see John Cena. I can't even get together with the homies who grew up watching John Cena. Let's get our money together. Yeah, money is strange right now, especially in America. Like, people aren't doing well. Groceries are expensive at all-time high. Things are not good to be charging these prices and being like, oh, I want to go see a wrestling show. Let alone I want to see an expensive-ass wrestling show. This is the reason I haven't considered going to WARGAMES or anything like that locally, or even WrestleMania next year. It's
because some families
will out of control.
Yeah, some families will look at that and go, do we go to the wrestling show, or do we save this money and go on vacation?
Yeah. And I would say vacation. The holidays are coming up. It's fucking the holidays, Benny. You know, I mean, like, you know, people are going to get their Christmas on and all the other holidays that goes on around this time. Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever, New Year's. People want to save up for that. You don't want to, spend all the Christmas money so we can go see John Cena's last match.
Right.
To me or you, that might be hey, this is a nice gift. I'm okay with Christmas, but I'm talking about families and kids. They wouldn't understand that. What do you mean having to it? Well, I want to go see John Cena, but I can't get nothing for Christmas. Nah, not even a tree. We're not hanging up lights this year because of this shit.
Don't. And this is coming off like I feel like I'm coming from a place of privilege when I say this. Eve, you know what? Eve's running that show in March in the O2 Arena. It's O2 Indigo. It's a slightly smaller arena, but you could probably fit about to max maybe 3,000 people, which is huge for Eve in the first place.
Yeah.
But where Eve tends to run about 600 at highest recently.
Okay.
I'm like, they're trying to run it at like a slightly normal price. I'm like, I'll pay more if I need to, if it helps out the company.
But you're a loyalist, man. You're a loyalist. You're in there. You're in the shit.
No, but there's a few of us that would like. There's a few of us that be like, we want to see this succeed.
Yeah,
kind of thing. And I know Neil's in the chat, but Neil will go above and beyond to get Joshi talent in.
Yeah. Manny, I believe you're at the point where you were side talent. I saw you on Instagram going to Shotzi. Hey, Shotzi, you want to come in? I see you booking dates. I'm sure she'll respond. You ain't showing me no money, Manny. You ain't showing me no money. But I feel anyway.
Mark, she liked the message though.
Oh, okay.
So like, do you know how when you
I think it's gonna be a big show.
Yeah, when you at anyone on Instagram on your story and stuff like that, it'll send them a message that you added them in their like a DM.
Yeah,
she liked the DM bit. She didn't like it publicly.
I feel like this is going to be a big show. I know it seems small right now and whatnot, but I think they're going to. I think that the people are going to enjoy it. I think it's going to be a successful version of WWE Evolution, where they
I
actually
think more
sell.
People have fun.
Maybe 1,000 seats. Yeah, they have fun. I think they sell 2, maybe 1,500, if not 3,000 seats. I'd be really impressed.
That's the thing. That's the thing I'm actually worried about. Them going to this arena. This is the thing I'm slightly worried about. The loyalists that love Eve will go to this. Mm-hmm. But a lot of the fans, a lot of the people that go to the shows at the Big Penny are casual fans that are going out for a night out. This necessarily isn't a night out. This is a night out for wrestling fans at this point. And you go to the O2 Indigo, that's not something you go and take a chance on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think. Oh, go ahead.
That's the thing I'm slightly worried about. But I know Dan's going to stack the card. Like Neil said, he's expecting Tony. I'm
expecting Mercedes and Tony.
I expect Mercedes there. To be fair, I'm not expecting, but I have a feeling she's probably going to be there. That's one of the biggest shows.
Yeah, I think you may get Tony and Mercedes, and I think that's all you really need. And I think you can get you can start doing real business. I think those are two are one of the biggest stars in the world, in the wrestling world, for the wrestling fan and everything. I think they would do big business just putting those two on the card. And I'm sure that would just be the top of the card. And it's not even, they might not even be in the main event, but if you feature, people who have already been there like Stat and Willow and Amanada and I'm missing somebody huge.
Jamie
all these people, Jamie Hayter, all these people who have been there already. I think that plus the talent they already have, I think that they're going to do big business, especially if you get Tony.
Well, I think the first big one.
And Will's probably going to just announce he's going to be there, just because that adds
Will's always there.
He's always there, but Will doesn't announce that. Hey, I'm at Eve.
No, he doesn't do that. But Marcus,
as an advertisement featuring Will Ospreay will be on the what you call it.
So when I see people giving him criticism on socials for this show, because it says Will Ospreay presents, it never normally does that.
Oh yeah,
I've seen this guy championed a lot of these women and help them progress. And help, and then he's done a lot in terms of the way the show is produced now. It looks different to before he started getting involved. It looks way different now. Production's so high. He's so involved. The man was stacking chairs at the end of the show.
Is he a partner? Does he put some of his own money? I'm assuming he's putting some of his own money into this as well.
He has to. He has to at this point. But I think. When people talk about legacy, I think he's going to leave a lasting legacy of things like this.
Yeah, of promoting women's wrestling like this. This is fantastic, and I do have my criticism of Will, and it's mostly Will going too much in his matches. But other than that, I think he's a fantastic person, a great wrestler. I have nothing negative to say about Will. And to say Will Ospreay presents, of course I'm doing that. He's the biggest name. He's one of the biggest names in wrestling.
Yeah,
right now in the wrestling scope. And I think he should definitely do that. It will sell more tickets by putting Will Ospreay presents Pro Wrestling Eve, whatever. Wrestle Queendom? I can't remember what it's called.
Wrestle Queendom, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I need to show.
We spent 30 minutes.
I know we spent 30 minutes. I need to actually show you the Eve show from last Friday. There were some bangers on there, so you might need to watch that. So Monday Night Raw, actually, go on.
I was going to say, I would like to apologize to the following Monday Night Raw. I would want to apologize in advance before we review the show.
What have you got in preparation for this?
Betty, for the past 34 minutes, we have talked about everything other than Monday Night Raw. We have talked about everything other than Monday Night Raw. and I thought this is the best Raw of the year. I thought this is the best Raw of the year.
And you know what? I agree.
For us to push it 30 minutes in the back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Into the show. I'm like, no, this was actually the best Raw of the year.
Actually, you're not even wrong. You're not even wrong. Sometimes I go, this is a stretch. Great wrestling. There was some great wrestling on the show. Not a moment on there that I could go, do you know what? Why is this happening?
I could question some stuff. I could question why is it happening, why something's featured, but the show made sense. It had a high energy crowd. The matches were great. There was some good promo work. They set up their pay-per-view. Like, I think this was a mission accomplished Raw. Like, I was like, oh, everything. If I were to describe what Monday Night Raw would be like it should be like on a weekly basis to someone, be like, this is the show. This would be like, oh, this is why. Instead of like the last 9 weeks of bullshit we've been getting.
So we've been doing shows of all sorts the last couple of weeks, different days, different times. So normally when we do the show on Wednesday and it comes to having to talk about Raw, we care less about talking about Raw. Yeah, show on Wednesday. I think this is a show we'd have to cover properly.
Yeah. Segment by segment. Normally we cover the end and then go to like, all right, and what else happened on this fucking show?
So Triple H
Brothers came out.
Triple H kicks off Raw, talking about people's opinions on who the GOAT in professional wrestling is, but all subjective. But when he breaks it down from every category inside, there is only one that sits on top of that list, and he is the greatest of all time. That's John Cena. John Cena comes out and says his goal was to leave WWE better than.
Told you.
Fuck off. John Cena's goal was to leave WWE better than when he found it and to pay back all the opportunities he had. He wanted to come back to Boston one last time to say thank you, but out comes Dominic Mysterio.
Should we enter our Dominic Mysterio, Eric, or should we just keep him in studio?
You mean Mark Henry?
Hey.
You can call
me what you want.
You can call me what you want to call me. I just want to point out how hurt I am. No one told me nothing about no Tuesday show. You guys record shows on Wednesdays. On this Veterans Day, you let me out. You gave me the boot. I feel like I got the boot.
Actually,
first of all, on Saturday, on 2 weeks ago, and then on Saturday we said multiple times the show will be on Tuesday and Wednesday this week normally. And then there may be a Thursday special show for the post Dynamite show.
I remember that I'm supposed to watch Dynamite.
Saturday show. We brought this up multiple times on the show. And to the point where even before this show started, I went to Manny and said, I bet you Eric will randomly show up in this show.
Well, because I got hurt. You know, this is old Eric saw this and then quit. But you know what? It's not July, so I don't quit in November. I don't quit in November.
We do a show every Tuesday.
Marcus,
because of scheduling conflicts.
In all fairness, Marcus, I don't know your schedule.
You do know our schedule because you post the show on the podcast every single time, every Tuesday, and Thursday,
Wednesday and Saturday. Last week it was Wednesday and Saturday.
We
did 2 Wednesday shows. You weren't paying attention to when we said, for the next 2 weeks, because Marcus can't make one show, I couldn't make another one. We'll just do two. We'll just do the Wednesdays.
Is that why you guys did 2 Wednesday shows?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the show was permanently moved to Wednesday. I didn't know the Tuesday show still happened. Well, maybe I was wrong. I can admit that.
Yeah, you take your bitch ass out here now.
You come in here with your pumped up chest.
You're right. I was angry.
Coming in here like an angry Mike Tomlin.
You know what? Why you gotta bring up shit like that? Man, I didn't lose that weekend. I didn't lose that weekend. Both my teams played each other.
Let me tell you something. You lost, okay? Because I started that game in the first half of that game. And I was looking at the scores, and I was going like, this is the worst fucking Sunday night game I've ever seen in my life. The worst. And then I turned it off at halftime.
I realized I could have went to that game. Both my teams was playing, but I had no idea that would happen. Maybe it'd been nice if family members would have took me, but no one took me. Mr. Baller.
Hey,
Mr. Baller.
Eric. Yeah. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, the best Monday Night Raw of the year.
Yeah, but
I'm already
you
wasted
can't come in 40 minutes talking about ticket knots Ridge Holland,
you're right.
Westside Gun, and Will Ospreay being a great guy at Pro Wrestling E. We spent 40 minutes, and I had to apologize to the best Monday Night Raw of the year.
I just want to point out
it took us 30 minutes, and now we're pushing it back even more.
I love you guys, but I'm going home. I get ready for this headshot session, so you guys have a good one.
Who's giving you head?
What's that?
Why you gotta be filthy? Why you gotta be filthy?
Who's shooting on your head?
Yeah, just miss the face. Miss the face. Not my eyes. Not my eyes.
You know what?
You are welcome to join the show if you want to continue talking about Raw.
I haven't watched Raw, so I'm not gonna spoil the best Raw. I heard you. Only reason why I know is that Shantae decided she was gonna listen to the show while she was getting ready, and I was like, wait a minute, they're doing the show. And then I was like, this is tomfoolery.
Can you tell Shantae from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate her paying attention to us, whereas you, sir, do not give a fuck about us.
I don't. The secret is out. The secret's fucking out. And that's why Bracket 2 is coming this Saturday, and you guys are going to have to cut it's like killing your kids this week. This Saturday, you're killing your kids.
What you do Ninja Turtles versus fucking Ghostbusters or some shit like that?
Cutthroat.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Eric. Think about doing that.
Hey, Manny, guess what? Ghostbusters is on the list. What is it going against? I don't know.
I'm bringing a bottle of Hennessy and a pack of cigarettes for that show, and I don't care. Can't do this. Can't do with this shit, man.
There is only one easy one that is on there. It's only one.
It's always an easy one.
Yeah. Anytime. But all right, you guys have a fun show. Go back to talking about Monday Night Raw. Congratulations to John Cena being the Grand Slam champion. I appreciate that. And Ridge Holland,
we congratulate the Jets for winning 2 games in a row. That never
happens. I know. That's what happens. People, man, I woke up. I don't know how many people about to lose their job. People like in negotiations of being fired. Brian Kelly, that's the greatest story in LSU right now. Nico Harrison apparently gonna be fired sometime today. He should have been fired when he traded Luka. I mean, come on, man.
There was a big clickbait video on ESPN about Mike Tomlin going to New York.
Oh, that don't sit right with me at all.
Mike, don't do that. No.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that, Mike.
Either franchise is terrible. Do not go to either.
Yeah. Die a hero, Mike. Don't let him to become the villain. Okay.
I mean, maybe he doesn't want to have that winning record. But all right, I derailed you guys enough. Have a good show. See you guys Saturday.
All right.
What? Go ahead. You have a question?
No. This is I was talking about the show. I thought you were leaving.
Yeah, I'm going. Bye.
Bless you, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. All right, man. Talk about Dominic Mysterio.
So Dominic comes out there. He wants to know from Triple H, what's he going to do about his celebration being interrupted by that deadbeat Rey Mysterio? John Cena basically said, "Don't try me, boy. Don't try me in Boston because I am invincible when we were in Boston."
This is Boston. I didn't realize how invincible he is. I was actually tempted to go look up John Cena Boston stats. I'm sure he's lost more in Boston than he's won. But he said, not today. Not today. Don't fuck with me.
Dom said he's not even at his peak yet, and he's still better than John Cena in his prime. And he said, anytime, any place, Triple H went, well, anytime, any place, huh? How about
right now
the IC title?
Give me a referee. And then impromptu Intercontinental title. So yeah, they put on a banger. It was like, I'm glad Dom got one of these retirement matches. I feel like they're rare. It's rare air to get one. And 2, I was not expecting this to happen at all. I was not expecting the Intercontinental match. Maybe, I'm sure there was probably something that leaked somewhere. But I was not expecting any of this.
I said that last week, I think, or the week.
Oh, was that you?
I think I told you. I think he wins I think he becomes a Grand Slam champion before on the way out. And then whoever he faces gets the IC title at the end. That's Saturday night's main event.
So Sheamus, huh?
I'm still thinking Gunther, but Marcus, I kind of want my bounty boy to beat Gunther.
No, you know what? I was so pissed. They were like Javon Evans. I was like, oh, I was right. He's in the tournament. He's not one of the mystery people I thought, but he's in the tournament. Cool. And then they were like, against Gunther. I went, shit. I want to see a black man get his ass beat like that. He gonna beat his ass like his daddy.
Joke today.
Oh Jesus!
So they think the mystery man is gonna be Obafemi. And someone said Someone went Obafemi getting a chance to defeat John Cena or face off against Gunther. I'm getting an Obasemi.
Good times.
Boom. Penis.
But yeah, Javon's gonna get his ass whooped. He's gonna get slapped around. It's gonna be a daddy beating his son. It's his daddy beating the black son. God damn it! What I tell you?
Don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Upset C could happen. Upset C.
Nah. Not Triple K's last game. Now we're kicking out West Guy Gun for no reason.
John Cena wins the IC title and finally becomes a Grand Slam champion. LA Knight says he ain't a dream match guy, but John Cena now has something he wants. Ooh.
Yeah.
Cena is greeted backstage by Ray.
Oh, go ahead.
And says Dom deserved that ass whooping, and then Cena runs into Cody, who congratulates him.
Yeah. So they're all in the back applauding Cena and all that. I'm glad Cena got the IC title. I'm happy he's a Grand Slam champion, whatever. I like the match. The match was fine. I thought everything was fine. The boss is set up. I thought the finishes in the match of like, oh, they're gonna do one of their bullshit finishes because the ref is knocked out or something, and then that they played that up. I was really hyped by that. However, and this is just maybe me a day later thinking about it. Does it feel like they forced this? Like, it didn't feel like it was it didn't feel earned. It felt like Triple H just gave him the IC title. I don't know. I know what wrestling is, people. I know, but it just felt like here's the IC title. Take it.
Yeah, but how's this any different to becoming the 17th time world champion?
How's it
kind of just handed to him?
Yeah, but you know what? At least they had a heel turn in it. This kind of just felt like it was out of nowhere. All right, we need to check this box. Let's check this box. That's what I felt. I'm not angry 100% about it. I'm just saying it does kind of feel like Triple H was like, here's the IC title. We're going to just check this box. That's what it kind of felt like at the end of the day. But that's me today, not me like when I watched it originally yesterday.
Then we get Damian Priest versus Rusev. I have a problem with Damian Priest.
Oh, what's the problem?
And it's more of a aesthetic thing than anything.
Is it his straps?
Yes, Marcus.
I've always had this problem.
So when Kurt Angle did it, when anyone does it, it's impressive because it's like, kind of thing.
Yeah, their physiques are out of control. Like you go, oh shit, Kurt Angle, veiny, all you see his ass, and like, he's hyped up.
It ain't even that. It ain't even that. It ain't even that. The singlet, when those guys do it, it comes down to about here. So it's the easiest one to take off. Damian Priest looks like he's taking off a bra. It takes that long. And then obviously the singlet now is just come down like this. So now he looks like a woman that's wearing those I don't know what those tops that like just come loose, that just fall down, and they're always like this all the time. Yeah. He's in that situation where it's just like, it looks like it's just falling down. He looks ridiculous.
At this point, man, he should be teaching fashion with that description of clothing. He's like this, and then he's going like this. That was not a well description of clothing. It was just Manny jiggling.
I mean, if you're just listening to this on the audio, it's not going to make sense at all because that was very.
He was like this, and then he was like this, and then like what happened there? But I've had a problem with his singlet and taking down the straps as well. I also have a problem. I think if you have it with pants, it doesn't work because he's wearing pants. Like when everybody else who does the singlet gimmick, whether you're right back, Kurt Angle, or
Diesel used to do it. I mean, Kevin Nash used to do it.
Did he?
Yeah, with pants. I'm sure he did.
I don't think he ever pulled down singlet. I don't think he ever did it.
I think he did, but
I think there were times he would do it. It would be rare though. It wasn't a part of his gimmick. I'm like,
about the gimmick. They mean business when they take them off.
Yeah,
well, Undertaker did it.
Yeah. But that's the Undertaker.
Yeah, but the Undertaker did it with a lot more class and grace.
Yeah, I don't know how Priest does it. He just don't do it right. I don't know how to complain about it. Okay, there are people who did it. I just don't feel like Priest does it right. I don't like the way he does it, and I agree with you. Although I was shocked Rusev won this match. I was shocked. I'm glad too. I think he's the more. I'm more interested in Rusev, even though neither one technically has much going on for them. I'm more interested in Rusev trying to get back somewhere than Priest doing what he already did.
Yeah,
Priest already been world champion.
Priest is really just existing on the main roster at this moment in time, whereas Rusev seems to be doing something, whether it's moving up or down the card. But like Priest is kind of just existing on the main roster.
They're both doing a minimum. I think I'm getting sick. That sneeze was it. Like it was like
AJ Styles and Dragon Lee were trying to get the tag team name Dragons with Style in Spanish going, which just sounded way more longer than anything when he said it in Spanish.
Yeah, I supported it. I supported the Los Spanish name, and they just like we're working on it. But Dragons with Styles are actually a nice name.
Maxine Dupree wants Becky despite not being ready. So let me get this straight. Adam Pearce just decided to book a massacre next week.
No. Well, Manny, she's competed twice and has defeated Becky twice. Maybe she's not ready, but it's in the garden. I'm taking my shot in the garden. And I think title's going to change hands that day. I think Becky's losing.
I don't think so.
I don't know where Becky goes with the IC title anymore. Like the whole goal, I think, is to elevate Maxine.
These mid-card titles, what was the point in them? They actually have done nothing.
No. I mean, Becky's doing whatever she does. I'm always entertained by Becky. Becky's great. Even in the little segment of just punching Maxine today, I'm great. I just think it's great. But these mid-card titles suck. Julia's title reign is forgotten. Elevate the Lord and Savior Chelsea Gray with these belts. Double champion Chelsea at this point.
So CM Punk comes out there. CM Punk says things. He is interrupted by Logan Paul, who also says things. They spoke a lot of nonsense, Marcus. Both of them.
Well, Punk was, I'm not going to speak any nonsense. Just come on out, say don't interrupt me, which he did. Logan came out, and then Logan was like, "I have a vision on my side." And then Paul Heyman said, AJ Lee, he said something about, I forget his line, but I thought it was a good line.
Oh, he said, Heyman said Punk is the most unlikable person he's met, unless his name is AJ Lee.
Yeah. But I like this approach with the vision and stuff, and it was just clearly a war game setup. Jay comes out, makes the save, and then Cody comes out and makes the save, who had no business being there other than making the save.
Question. I saw some WWE merch. Mm-hmm. Is this Team Cody or Team Punk?
Ooh.
Because Cody's got this new camo line on WWE Shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the t-shirt says Captain Cody or Captain Rhodes.
Oh, he's coming. He swooped in and took it. I believe it should be Team Punk. This is CM Punk's storyline. He's feuding with Logan Paul. He has hatred for Paul Heyman. The vision and all that shit is all anti-Punk. This is a Punk faction that's going on. Cody just showed up tonight. You're a SmackDown wrestler. Go back to your declining ratings and audience. Okay? This is where the stars are.
Well, I think no one cares about him at this moment in time because of it says Captain Rhodes.
I mean, you're the champion. You get to pull that card, but I don't think so. It's like Charlie Conway calling himself the captain of the Mighty Ducks. He may have been captain, but that was Adam Banks' team. Shout out to the Mighty Ducks. So I'm going to use.
I'm trying to remember which one was which. Conway was the one where Coach Bombay was banging his mom, And Adam Banks is the
with the wrist, and you know, and the one that was most likely to go pro.
Yeah. Marcus, you Adam Banks. You Adam Banks' parents, right? One of the kids did what he did to Adam Banks. You think you're not going to court?
I mean, it's kids,
That's
Betty.
assault, Marcus.
Betty, hold on. No, you gotta take it in context of where this was. These are 2 white kids, so you can't get really upset about it. They were just kids. And you know what? Boys will be boys, man. Let it happen. This ain't a lawsuit. We want to win. Okay? We want to win.
I might watch that tonight. Stephanie Vaquer versus Raquel Rodriguez. Stephanie defeats Raquel in a really good match, Marcus. But fuck Nikki Bella. Who needed her to turn heel in 2025? She turns on Stephanie Vaquer, hitting her with the title belt.
Betty,
no one gives a damn.
Yeah,
no one gives a damn.
I give a damn because before any of this started, I didn't know Nikki was turning heel. But Nikki comes out there to Stephanie's entrance, does her little turn, and I went, this bitch is turning heel tonight. That was my initial reaction. And I don't know why, but she did the spin in the middle of the entrance, and I went, she's never done that before. This isn't, he's turning heel. This is ridiculous.
I knew everything that happened on Raw at like 6 a.m. this morning.
What the hell?
So 6 a.m. this morning, I watched the YouTube video of the highlights that WWE put out. It's about 8 to 10 minute video, and I was up. I had a stomach ache, so like I was just up, and I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, Nikki Bella turned heel." I do not care. I do not care, and I went back to bed for like another hour.
All right, so Manny, I know you may not enjoy this heel turn. I enjoyed it, and I want to tell you my favorite part. It's Nikki Bella announcing she's heel by ripping her shirt and saying "Black Fearless." I don't know if that's been a thing. I don't know if that's always. I didn't know if the Black Fearless meant that heel Nikki. I don't know if it's always been that. I just recognize. I just remember the random color she would wear. I didn't know they had meaning.
No, she always wore red or she always wore black. It was either the same. It didn't matter if she face or heel. Sometimes she might wear white.
It confused me. I was like, is this her going through the other tunnel in AEW? What the fuck is this? Because she ripped the shirt as if that was like heel. And I'm like, has it always been that way? But I'm happy she turned heel because maybe now we can stop glazing Nikki Bella being the greatest of all time or whatever, paving the way for everybody in the roster. Like, I'm glad we're done with that. Now Stephanie can say, bitch, you ain't shit but a bra and panties match.
No, I'm gonna be like, now you're taking away from women in 2025.
Yeah, you ain't a total diva, you a total loser. Rhea was better.
So we get Shinsuke Nakamura in rare January form versus Sheamus.
Yeah, they decided to beat the hell out of each other, and I didn't know who was gonna win. Like, I was like, Sheamus can take an L, but Shinsuke's kind of back. They got his old music back, and Shinsuke seemed motivated. I was like, Shinsuke can win this. Nope.
When was Shinsuke in a tag team with Rey Fenix? I've been lost in the last couple of weeks, and then I just started seeing him teaming with Rey Fenix. I'm like, wasn't he in a team with someone else? Oh wait, yeah, that was Andrade.
So as I was watching this match, Manny, another thought went to my mind of like the people in the tournament. Should they have made this tournament a send-off to all the wrestlers from the 2010s era? Because that's what so far. I mean, you should have just had AJ, Sheamus, Miz, Shinsuke, Nikki Bella. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all the people that are 2010s that are still around. But all the ones who were 2010, I think it should have been an exclusive tournament for them, and maybe one or two young stars. Maybe that's what it is, right? That's kind of what we're getting.
With the exception of LA Knight and Shinsuke, I think that's what you're getting.
Well, LA Knight was wrestling back then, just no one knew who he was.
I didn't care who he was.
No one cared who he was, so he put on the mask.
Wes said Cody versus Punk, it's Trick versus Ricky Saints. No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
I don't believe they're gonna reach that type of petty.
And then is Shinsuke the Roderick Strong of WWE? No.
I thought Roderick Strong's the Roderick Strong at WWE, but
no. I don't think Shinsuke the Roderick Strong of WWE.
I would give Sheamus. I would give Sheamus the Roderick Strong at WWE.
Yeah,
go out there. You know what he can do.
Sheamus is probably a better pick.
You know what they can do. You know what they do. They go out there. They do the same type of match over and over, and it's always good. It's always good.
So Sheamus wins, and then we get Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss taking on the Kabuki Warriors or the Kabuki Doctors, whatever you want to be this week. Doctors by day, Warriors by night.
They kick your ass at the night just to heal you in the morning.
To beat your ass again the next night.
Yeah.
So the Kabuki Warriors win with the aid of Nia Jax and Lash Legend, which ends in a brawl with Io and Rhea to make the save. But we have new women's tag team champions. I believe the Kabuki Warriors have held this title like 1,200 times at this point.
Yeah, I think the title's only existed like for 5 years or less, and the Kabuki Warriors have had that for at least 50% of that time. And I would say they have held that title just as many times. I think as Rhea Ripley has had a face guard over her face. I feel like she breaks her face more than anybody in the history of wrestling. Like there's always something going on with her nose or something. She always has a face guard. She's like Rip Hamilton.
Marcus, Nia Jax was dressed to go out, not to fight.
Yo, like they told Nia, hey, you're gonna do a run-in tonight. Huh? I don't have running clothes. These shits are gonna be bouncing out.
They were.
They were all over the place. That's how you knew she was a heel. Way too much titty. Way too much titty out there.
Yeah, then Rhea yells War Games for War Games. I felt this one was forced.
Yeah, they just threw it together at the end. But you know what? These are probably the 8 people. I'm sure we got 2 more on each side, right? Who are you adding?
Yeah. It makes sense to add Becky Lynch to this.
Ooh.
Okay.
But are you going to add Maxine to the other side, or is someone going to make a save and then that starts Becky and all that? Or Becky talking her shit? A save.
Someone maybe from SmackDown joins this team.
Okay.
It seemed more logical that way.
Okay, so I'm going to involve the SmackDown Women's Champion and add Jade Cargill to the heels, as she's being that bitch, and I'm sure she can get bitchy with these other people. And then on the other side, they're going to fight.
I still feel Asuka could destroy her.
Well, yeah, man, but I'm saying you still add the Women's Champion. I think you add Jade on one side, and I think Tiffany going to be on the other side.
I don't know if we'll see Tiffany again for the rest of the year.
Why not?
Just one of those things where it's just like, you're on holiday now. You know like how Gunther lost the world title? Holiday. Yeah. Gone for ages.
Maybe Bianca's healthy and they put her on the other side? Bianca and Jade?
I would like to see that, but I think Bianca's going to be turning up at the Royal Rumble. I think they'll probably start vignettes in early January.
Yeah, possibly. But those are the only 2 I can see being added. Like, or Jade, or those 3. Jade, Bianca, or Tiffany to one of the other sides. Becky as well, I guess, but I don't see how Becky gets involved in this. And I don't think Lyra and Bayley are involved in this. Or they could go Nikki Bella and Stephanie on the other sides.
No, that's a world title match on Survivor Series, and we're all going to have to sit through it.
Yeah. I just feel like they should just play the new edition. So cool it down, got to cool it down. Ooh, let's stop. I don't know if you know that song, but that'd be the cool down match in between the 2 cage matches. I can see that as well.
I have a feeling I'm just going to record footage of me taking Rika for a walk from her perspective, and I'm just going to put it on Jordan to watch along. He went during that match.
Too big. That's too big. Right, Ryan. Manny. Nikki Bella gets advice from Bryan Danielson. What advice do you think he's giving her for in this war? If she were to enter the War Games match, or if she were to fight Stephanie?
I mean, Danielson will probably talk to her. She ain't gonna listen to him.
What do you think that advice goes like when she said, "Oh yeah," everybody in the locker room say you're so lucky you get advice from Bryan Danielson. But I can imagine him going, "Well, Nikki, if you learn to wrestle, you can be better at this." I mean, I suggest you do this lot, but I don't think you know how to do that. Like I can just see him saying things, being an asshole, but being right about it. Like, he shouldn't probably say that, but you need 10 years in Japan to know how to do a Mexican surfboard. Just a Mexican surfboard alone.
So that was Raw. It was a really good episode of Raw.
Fantastic episode of Raw. And I thought I wouldn't say that this week. And it was a good show. I don't know. Next week seems like it's gonna be also a really good show as well. The Garden, I think they're gonna deliver. Yep. So they went garden to garden. You never go garden to garden. But they're going to New York.
Unless you're the Knicks versus Celtics in a series.
Yeah. I guess we expected that in the postseason this year. With Jaylen Brown wiping his hair on people. It's ridiculous. This should be outlawed. Fuck, I know we're getting the gamblers out of sports. Let's get these bald motherfuckers out of sports. Okay? Wiping their fucking hair on their people.
Aren't you surprised the way the Jets have been tanking this season? That no one was involved in that gambling ring. No one of the Jets was involved in that gambling ring.
I'm sure somebody's involved. I'm sure Sauce Gardner was involved, man. That's why they're winning now. They would have won if it wasn't for Sauce out there.
That's the worst part about this. Is like obviously we traded to give up our season. We did. Yeah. Why are we winning? Why are we winning?
Who'd you guys beat again? It was the Saints? No. Browns. Fuck. Packers lost to all these teams. But
the Browns have a winning record, don't they?
Do they? Shit, that's shocking. I can see it, but I believe they suck though. Mentally, they suck to me. I don't know why. Maybe it's just history. Cleveland Browns are currently. Why are they showing me everything? Oh yeah, okay. Don't scare me. Because I was like, they suck, man. They suck.
They're 2-7, pretty much like the Jets.
Yeah. I mean, but one win for them feels like hey, it's a winning season.
We currently aren't the worst team in the NFL.
Let me see. The worst team would be.
It's between the Saints, the Giants, and the Titans. But not by much.
Yeah, I think the Titans are the worst of the bunch. I think the Giants, they're going to be really good next year. I think they're finding themselves. They're always close in their games. They're always close.
Well, because they've never won away.
No, 6. They seem like they're close in all their games. I'm talking about the score. They always seem to be there.
The Jackson Dart seems like a decent player. What we haven't done, Marcus, and you put it in the description, let's talk about the PWI women's top 250.
Oh, yes. I was swallowed up in the news segment. I don't even have a list up. Shit.
I've got the top 20.
All right, let's go over the top 20.
But I am actually proud of some of the wrestlers I know from watching Eve. Slotting into these top 250 women.
You know what, Manny? Let's save this. Let's table this one for tomorrow. We're here tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're here tomorrow.
People.
It's not like this list is going away. It's as controversial as it is. There is a top 20 list, and I would suggest honestly, we just come up with our own top. Nah. Let's just read their top 20 and go like it's full kayfabe and all that.
Yeah. Let's do that. It's based on someone's opinion, so
yeah, it's based on their opinion and kayfabe and yada yada yada. Can I argue the list? I can, but we'll talk about it tomorrow. It's a little tease.
Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. So like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I've been the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes.
I've been the guy, the obviously black and obviously kicked out of the front row at the 80 Monday Night Raw because Triple H said he's black.
You can't afford it. You can't afford front row, and you know it.
Manny, imagine my black ass get money But let's say I won a mega lotto or some shit, and I'm in the front row. I'm next to green shirt guy. I'm high fiving him, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden security comes, "Hey, you gotta go." Why? They told us no West Side Gun came to the front. I'm not West Side Gun. Yeah, one of them.
I'm Left Side Gun.
Yeah. I'm East Side Knife.
I'm East Side Pistol.
Complete knockoff. I'm great value. Leave me alone.
I'll be Asian Side Musket.
With that, Manny, with Asian Side Musket, you gotta have a mustache, and you gotta come out dressed as Shinsuke Nakamura with a musket.
I rather look like more of a wise guru, where Asian guru has all white hair,
with the nice thin, yeah. Pai Mei from Kill Bill. Can you imagine that gimmick in the front row every wrestling show? That's the one we need. Who's an Asian man? He looks like he's always up to something.
Marcus,
like
if I ever made it to front row like that, I'm taking green shirt that guy down.
Yeah, me too.
He called me the N-word, and I'm just going like, and I'm just walking away.
Yeah. Excuse me, this guy called me the N-word. Yeah, he's been doing it for years. Finally, somebody admitted. I AI his voice. I AI the footage and have him in the front row, and you don't hear anything, but you just see his mouth go. Like that. And
I'm still really annoyed on Halloween. We didn't get green shirt guy being Trini Man and Trini Man being green shirt guy.
They both get strikes.
Why has that not happened?
Yeah, that should have happened. You know why? Because Benny, green shirt guy would have tried to do Trini. He would have did Trini Daddy face. Like, that's not what we were going for here. All you had to do was ring the flag and wear the shirt.
Yo, on Halloween episode, he was wearing a black shirt, green shirt guy.
Yeah.
He decided to be someone else.
Yeah.
Himself.
Do you feel green shirt guy is trapped and he goes like, I don't want to. I just want to go enjoy the show. I don't want
that shirt stink.
Yeah.
No matter how many times you wash it, that shirt stink.
I'm sure he got a new shirt every time he goes out there, Manny. That's the type of money he got. I think he burns them after it. Man has money for days. Goes home and goes swim in his ball like
man got a crumpled up flag and a shitty shirt.
Yeah. Little did we know, Twitter guy shows up and all the money he has left is for that flag. It's on that flag. And he uses it as a blanket. He uses it as a napkin. That's the way he lives. That's all I got.
All right, guys.
That's all I got. I got to afford these tickets.
We will not be doing vertical tomorrow.
No.
That was like a failed experiment.
Yep. We're a horizontal show. We're a bunch of whores. Horizontal shows.
So like the video, subscribe if you haven't. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace.
Wes, I even not used that nickname before. Peace. You should have been Wild Wild West a long time ago. Wild Wild West.
Triple W.
Yeah, Triple W. WWW. Bring it back. Miss my
His
W on
nemesis
my
will be
website. You know what? No, it wouldn't be .com, man. It'd be like .org. Always says there's some stuff about .org. Yes, it's a free. Mostly means it's free or whatnot. But .org always seems like they'd be the villain.
Do you know what always weirds me out, Marcus? So my work email ends in .gov.uk.
Mm-hmm.
.government.uk.
Yeah.
Me that makes penis jokes on the internet as an email like that.
Betty, no matter what you say, you know, you can talk about you make penis jokes on the internet, but Betty, you're a podcaster. You're a podcaster. You're on the Sharpshooter Wrestling Podcast or the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, whatever. You're a podcaster. To bring this back, My president does that on his official United States president. Come on.
Marcus, you know for a fact the president is Donald Trump's email is donaldtrump@president.com. And you know it.
Like, no, the fucking president.
Was it Opus? Was it up? No. United States President
POTUS?
It's POTUS.
Yeah.
At POTUS.com.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, it's bullshit. And I feel like he's upset. I bet you he's upset how come it's not Donald Trump. Some bullshit like that. But
Marcus,
yeah, so
you know it probably is Donald Trump. He can afford it. He can afford it.
No, I honestly don't know.
You walk around with hair like that, of course you can afford a domain like that.
You walk around with hair like that, man, and you not him, you got problems. No one else has that dude. No one of all the support this motherfucker has, no one's walking around with that dude. Going like, oh, I love him.
Oh my god.
DLG, you just missed the show, but you can watch 40 minutes of us talking about Tegan Knox and then the rest about Monday Night Raw.
But there was a run-in from Eric too. You might enjoy it.
Yeah.
Just make sure if you're on YouTube, you pick the right one you watch, because there's a dud one, which will be deleted at the end of the show.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that vertical? You'll be deleted. You never have it.
There's a question coming in.
Good question. JLG, technically we ended the show 2 minutes ago, but
I think it was 5 minutes ago, to be fair.
But then Manny was like, "Oh, I'm ashamed of my .gov," which somehow prompted you in here when I started talking about Trump.
Where is AJ Lee? I believe JLG that is a question for CM Punk, not us. Yep. So if you go to CM Punk at cmpunk.com and type in that email.
Could she be the 5th member of the other team? With faces.
She could, but why? There's no reason for her to be in that team.
No, I know. By the way, Jericho confirmed Charlotte did the Walls of Jericho in the match, so he's back.
He looking good for like 50 something.
I know he look. I hate that shit. I hate it. And I know the show's over, but I hate that shit. So we all remember Fat Jericho. I mean, his AEW run, he got fat. He let himself completely go, but then he got in good shape. And now, rumor he's going to WWE. He's in better shape. Fuck this guy, man. Stop.
You know, like he slipped up. There are a lot of 30-year-olds that would want to have that body of a 50-year-old man.
Yeah, I'm talking about when he's out of shape. I would take that body. When he was out of shape, but now I was like, damn, he in the best shape of his life. This dude's going for one final run, and I don't want to see it. I'm being honest. I'm going to be happy to hear the Break the Walls Down theme song, as I think most people would, just because it's been a long time. And
I don't think you're getting. I think you're getting Jericho's music.
I don't think I'm getting Judas. He has to come out to
you're getting Judas
the countdown, and then come on, here we go. He can't. All right, for the first week, he has to come out to the countdown. The next week, if you want to do Judas and some bullshit, I don't care.
Marcus, you can do the countdown and then hit. Here we go.
Nah, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe this is a poll question we can put out there. What song, if Jericho's returning to WWE, what song you want to use? And I think it's Break the Walls Down. It's the better song.
Yeah, well, Break the Walls Down works for when his wife was floating around and doing
God damn!
You'd almost think we planned that.
God damn!
I had no intention of talking about Chris Jericho or his wife today.
DLG Mello isn't in the tournament.
He may take out the Miz.
As it stands right now, Javon, I think, is the only person of color in the tournament. I mean, I guess Shinsuke was in there.
Priest was in there.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. It's a false narrative. Only black person in the tournament. There we go.
Priest was in there.
Priest is Puerto Rican.
Have you heard the way that man talks? And you heard the way Lola Vice talks?
Yeah, you know what? The thing is about Priest and Lullabies, but more Priest. Priest needs to get into the voice acting business. Dude has an amazing voice. That's an amazing voice. Just get the voice acting. He'd be a good Saturday morning cartoon villain. All right. That concludes
we are here.
We out of here. He did it! Son of a bitch. Derailed Dominic Mysterio. Buried him. They buried him, Eddie. They buried him.
You know the annoying thing was WWE Unreal showed him using some beat up knee pads that he used when he first started.
Yeah.
He got new ones to end this run. Makes me sick.
Did he? I was looking at his knees.
I was.
Sorry. I know you, Jamal, Tegan are always looking at knees. I know.
Jamal got me into knees. He got me into the knee game. I can't leave the knee game.
Once you're in, you can't get out.
Some would say I'm knee deep in the knee game. We are. You making knee jokes. You gotta be crazy.